that way. Like, remember when we went down and had family therapy with Pixie down at the Cassidy Trail?
Uh-huh.
That's a warm memory that I think about a lot. But I think for you, that's probably, until right now, it's locked in some freezer somewhere. It's moving on is about remembering the good stuff and moving on from the bad. Doesn't mean you forget things.
I think it's just easier for me to forget when I do such a good job at, again, putting those blinders on and not paying direct attention to the bad stuff. And as a result, I guess I'm intentionally avoiding situations where it would come back up. You know what I mean? And so it's easier to forget these things when I did such a good job at making sure my attention was focused on something else.
Bullshit, easy.
But like a greater level of attention, specifically, sort of like subconsciously, to avoid seeing stuff in my peripheral vision referencing the bad stuff. Yeah, that's...
Cody died over half a decade ago. I think if you are now seeing him and he's telling you to wake up, but I think something's got to change. I think you need to really kind of mull this over, and you probably got to take a visit after Sandy and just think about stuff for a bit. Because if Cody's telling you that, then I think it is time you need to make a change. And I know that's hard because, like you said, it's easy to just put the blinders on and forget things, but I don't know.
I mean, I do agree.
Because if that was real, which I think it is, because it was real to you, I don't think you'd...
What do you mean get off the phone, Nova? I'm talking here.
I don't think you'd be okay.
Is this phone on? Hello?
Betty, now right now, I'll call you back.
I don't think you'd be okay going forward knowing that Cody's asked you to do that and you're not.
Yeah, but what if I become... Not what if I become, but like... What if the consequence of... Well, yes, it's specifically in the Cody situation, moving on, but like... What if in this attempt to change how I deal with stuff, like, what if it contributes to... Like, I don't know. I feel like regardless of a situation, I can remove myself from the situation because that's what I'm really fucking good at, is pretending something didn't happen, pretending it has no effect on me, because that's literally what I do. Right? It's what I do with everything.
Person, no? Is that what you're worried about? What,
yes.
What?
Yes. 100%. Well, honey, I'm pretending none of these things have happened because I've done a good job of avoiding it. What if I now have the burden of all of those things moving forward on my mind? I don't know if I'm going to be the same person.
You're not going to be a different person because you decide to feel more. That's not how that works.
Isn't that exactly how that works?
No.
Being more emotional. Again, I've suppressed all of those things. And I've done a really fucking good job at it. So much so that, again, I'd equate it to having little to no effect on me. And I've done that my whole life. So if I go about doing it a different way moving forward, I need you specifically to call out if and when things seem off about me.
Okay, I can do that. But in return, I think you also need to ask why you started doing this in the first place. Because you've been doing this for as long as I've known you.
I've been doing it for as long as I can remember. It's just easier.
Why?
It's just easier.
Yeah, but honey, if I'm being straight and honest with you, most people don't do what you do. Most people like cry or shout or sulk. They don't shut down and put the blinders on. Most people who do that I know about or have heard about, you know, had some bad shit happen when that's what caused it. Did you have anything happen like that?
No, I don't know.
Maybe you should, you know.
I think it's because oftentimes I view things in black and white, and I hate gray area, despite the fact that in the capacity of our job, like, gray area is such a big role, as fucked up as it sounds. And again, it's just easier. It literally is just, and it's always been that way. I feel like I'm in the minority where a lot of people will default to screaming, yelling, crying, whatever. But my default, even as a child, was again just ignoring and continue on as is. And I don't think there is any portion of my childhood that like specifically prompted that. It was, I don't know.
You don't speak about back home much. Never really pushed you on it. Like, was it a good upbringing? Are you happy?
Yeah. I say yeah as if it was not, but yes, it was fine. I'm not going to sit here and you know, it was phenomenal. I would say average, above average, maybe. Not anything crazy. Nothing crazy happened. And I feel like that's kind of the crazy thing, is that despite me not being able to pinpoint a specific thing that has resulted in me dealing with everything this way, I know it's not typical. And then it sort of dissuades me from having conversations about it, because I know 99% of people aren't going to be able to relate. How many people can sit there and go, I have zero problems cutting a member out of my family pretending they've never existed? I don't think that is very common. But when I tell you it's so easy for me to do, I mean, it doesn't happen often. But I'm not kidding when I say this. I haven't even thought about Ziggy at all. And the only reason Flop has come up is because of the few conversations we've had in between.
Yeah, I definitely think there's not a lot of people who do that or can do that, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It just, I think, and again, I don't think it's wrong that you do that, but I think, kind of now we're talking about it, maybe you should have, you know, a sit down with Pixie and just try and talk this stuff out with someone who actually knows what they're talking about and not me, you know? To try and, if you're all gonna try and do things differently, it's good to look at why you did things differently in the first place, right? You might be able to help you with it.
I actually do need to speak to Pixie. That actually just you jogged my memory, honey.
I think it's a good thing, you know. We could all use a bit of a professional to talk to every now and then.
Pixie's one of the few that I trust, because she's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Honey, I have a question. I know this sounds like I'm gonna ask you something that I hate that it sounded like that, and I hate that I can acknowledge that it sounded like that. But do you remember the conversation you and I had with Jordan Ackridge?
That's a bit of a curveball on
yes. Yes.
Yeah, roughly.
Why didn't we trust her? And I'll give you context before you answer, so hopefully you can jog your memory. But Pixie had a conversation with me regarding Jordan Ackridge, and how she was a therapist. In my last conversation, in the few notes that I could find that I had taken, was she was a DOC therapist. This was like 7 or 8 months ago. And from my understanding, it was intended to push her into like an actual therapist role, because she wasn't actually licensed. And then Pixie realized that Jordan is not like mentally all there. Like, she's fucking crazy. You know, and my whole thing explaining my perception of Jordan to Pixie was, Jordan makes herself look like the hero in every situation, and she will try to jump ahead of things, because I remember in the Mount Gordo situation, the only reason she approached us is because of a phone subpoena, and she knew that we were going to see her messages. And I know, from my understanding, if I recall correctly, she was getting ahead of it to prevent those messages. She was essentially trying to justify those messages, knowing that we were going to see them, and try to paint them in a better light, essentially. And I remember...
It was with Edgar.
So, okay, it was Edgar.
Yes.
Okay. Was this the same conversation where she mentioned how she's the only person who cared about chastity, and no one else cared about her? Okay.
Yeah.
But that's Jordan through and through. Like, all she does, something can not involve her in the slightest, and she's still going to tell a story about how she's the only person who inserts something good of this atrocious situation, even if it's got little to nothing to do with her. Dare I say, it's like narcissistic behavior?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Jordan, by the way, one of the reasons I didn't trust Jordan was because she got fired from the receptionist role in PD for giving out information to people about police stuff. I can't remember exactly what, but she was a leaker, essentially. She was fired by... I think Torrin was involved in that whole firing. And they basically put her into an interrogation room, and she quit inside the interrogation room.
Was it the typical, if you don't trust me, I don't want to be here anyways, even though realistically she was positioned to get fired regardless, considering?
Yes. Yeah.
Again, likely to claim that she wasn't fired and she quit, making herself look better and everyone else in the situation look bad. So she was doing this thing when I was speaking with Pixie where, well, number one, now she's essentially shit-talking Pixie, blaming Pixie for anything wrong within the department, claiming that Pixie sleeps with patients and a bunch of different things. Literally throwing everything at the fucking wall to see what sticks with Pixie, right? And all because, I guess, I don't know if she was ever licensed as
I don't think she was
a therapist, but Pixie would do things like, or other therapists would try to schedule appointments with people, and like Jordan would specifically know these things because she was in the presence while these things were being discussed, and despite the therapist coordinating who was going to be dealing with the therapy for specific individuals, Jordan would go out of her way to call them and try to persuade them into having an appointment instead with her. And if I'm being entirely honest, I think Jordan does it for the sole purpose of having information, to then utilize that information to further position herself and weasel her way into other people's lives, knowing the bad things that have happened in their life, to take advantage of those things. That makes sense?
Yeah. So, what was this? Like, she was trying to get a job or something like that, or?
She was. I don't remember the exact details, but essentially, Pixie said that she wants to do her like a private thing. But again, she's not licensed. And so it was almost the first time I'd ever seen Pixie like not ask me for something. I sort of like willingly was like, you know what? I avoid Jordan. I don't like Jordan as a person at all. Because I think she is the scum of the earth who hides behind a southern accent and tries to be this perfect person. But like, things have started to unravel about Jordan in my encounters with her, and that's why I avoid her. I avoid her like the fucking plague. Except when Pixie had spoken to me, I was like, you know what? The next time I see Jordan, I'll look for, by the way, I look for any reason. I see Jordan, I'll fake a radio call that I have to leave. Because I don't think ever there has been a time in which she has genuinely done something for the benefit of anybody but herself. I think, again, she wants to take advantage of people who are already in a bad position or who have been in bad positions and go to therapy to deal with that, as literally no other, like for no other reason aside from essentially being given what I'll equate as a cheat sheet to literally take advantage of people who go to a doctor to say, I have these problems. Except, let's say whoever she's affiliated with, because I don't think it's Jordan alone, to be very clear. I don't think any one person is capable of this. But I think she does it as a means of like putting herself in a better light, to be like the better choice in claiming that she knows how to really get to someone, right? Because if you want to know all of someone's, dirty secrets or what sets them off, what better than their fucking therapist?
Honestly, that is true. God knows who she's been giving therapy to.
So I told Pixie, you know what? The next time, because I don't even know if Jordan knows that Pixie and I are really close. It's like the next time she calls me, I am gonna pick up, and I did, and I had a decent conversation with her, and I again I haven't spoken to her in months because I avoid her, and I remember my in my notes. It was from literally 7 months prior. So I was like, Jordan, how have you been? I, haven't spoken, did the whole thing to see if she would say anything about Pixie. She didn't. I mean, sort of, kind of, she did, just so that she doesn't like her. But
While
nothing.
Can you drive up to the mocha?
Yes.
Oh, did she say anything about Pixie?
Not directly. Well, I mean, yes and no. Well, she didn't get too far into it because I asked how the therapy stuff was. I specifically said DOC therapy because in my notes that's what I had written down. And she didn't go into detail, but maybe like vaguely hinted towards stuff. But it wasn't like full-on shit talking, which is what I was trying to like provoke from her to some degree. But again, I think the reason that happened is because if she was just shit talking openly to me, then she would probably assume that that would ruin my perception of her if she doesn't already understand that my perception of her is already absolutely fucking destroyed based on prior encounters. That whole Mount Gordo conversation was really telling, because again, it was nothing more than her just trying to paint herself in a better light. It was very obvious.
Yeah, he's interesting. I mean, between me and you, he's giving me some pretty good information before that kind of opened up some avenues that wouldn't have been open otherwise. But I remember having conversation with her when she said things like, nobody else does this. Nobody else is a good person. That kind of
It's
thing.
only her. In every story she tells, in everything, it's the exact same thing. Nobody else cares. I'm the only one that cares. I'm the only good person. And you want to know the crazy thing? She specifically will have like, I want to say it was one of the first times I had actually seen this. It was almost as if she had like little outbursts when not called out necessarily, but it was like she like the moment you tried to like not disprove anything, but the moment you would disagree, she would have. It was like the innocent Southern Jordan facade was gone. What was that?
Walk up here on the left. Sorry, I kind of use my advantage to get you up here. Yeah, big one, I think. I want to read the name on it from this floor, but I hope they put them back in the right order, because they weren't here for a while, and I guess they put them back.
Yeah,
Yeah, pick that up.
What's this?
Grab that. I got it from Raw. It's a little little guy, a bat. You should I feel like Cody would like something like that. You go leave it for him.
Um, what?
Doesn't have to be.
What if I come back later?
You can. But I'll just say this: another type of potion you will, and sometimes it's better to bite the bullet. Because if you don't do it now, you might, as you do, you might get distracted or forget or anything like that. But if you don't want to do it now, there's no pressure. It doesn't have to be a big thing. I brought him loads of stuff. Just figured if he does have a connection here still, then nice to make it nice,
Yeah. How about this? I promise I will come back here. Either later today or tomorrow morning. And if you don't see that it's there, you can call me out on it. And then we'll go together.
Okay. Good. You got a deal. All right. Come on, let's get you back, old man.
Old man? It's kind of messed up. I'm doing it. I'm doing it again.
What are you doing?
I mean, even though we were leaving, just double downing into the old man thing, I think is just another me putting the blinders on, And to be clear, I'm coming back. I promise I'm coming back. It's just, it's just my default. I don't like that.
Okay. Rome wasn't built on a day. What they say. No one's saying that what you want to do is easy, honey. It's gonna take time,
I think it's more that even with this that you gave me, I don't know, I feel empty-handed.
Come back with something that means a bit more than that, you know?
I
You
will.
want-
And the thing is, there's people who, for example, you know that Lucille Hellman's back?
Is she?
Yes. Do you remember what Lucille used to do? She used to do all of the, like, you know, like
patches and badges or something like that?
yes. Anything sort of crafts related, I would say. I just I feel like I should, you know, I should get something done, considering I haven't been there.
I know Cody, and I think I don't think he'll mind what you bring. But it's up to you. And if you want to make it something worthwhile and meaningful to you, then do it.
Why does it?
What are you looking at?
The billboard. I feel like this is. I could have just gone Sonora Freeway. Or not Freeway. Sonora Road. This is like a sick joke from Cody. Hell awaits if you're having fun. Brought to you by the First Redemption Church.
Yeah, that edge up. He'll probably be mad, by the way, if you don't at least put a few, you know, like $20 with whatever present you want to bring. He was always about his money. Didn't he go through a phase where he was trying to get Pixie to be his sugar mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that did. Didn't Forte do that as well?
With Pixie, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. She's just got that vibe, you know. Well, I'm glad you talked to me about this. Listen, I'm here for you, regardless.
I know.
And, you know, if you want to talk about it more, we can talk about it, but don't feel pressured to, you know, do anything. It's got to be your own pace.
I knew I married the right one.
Damn right you did. You ran a red light there, honey.
I've ran multiple.
I didn't see, but I saw those ones.
It's a green light. I'll make sure I follow the rules of the road.
You know, I pulled Sheriff Frost over the other day.
Yeah.
He was with Dawn, and he was parked outside the illegally parked outside the bank. And I pulled him over, and the first thing he did was come over to me and say, "Doc, you like being on duty right now?" He was threatening me, and then I started recording on my phone so that he couldn't threaten me anymore. Then he tried putting his lights on. He actually put his lights on mid-traffic stop to say that he had the lights on the whole time.
Well, hold on. Did you check to see if all right.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you good?
Just making sure you're good.
I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good. You're about to drive in opposing lanes. Well, you are in opposing lanes. Be careful.
Making sure you're okay.
I appreciate that. This is how short-term my memory is sometimes.
Did you check about Frost something?
Oh, his lights. So do you know
Oh,
that it doesn't need to be
McCullen.
emergency lights?
Bank account ping. Polito.
Off we go.
He had no lights on, honey. I know what you mean. I know your loopholes, okay? But he didn't even have his headlights on.
Well, a lot of our cars have daytime running lights, so even if the headlights are off, those lights are on. That
There was
counts.
no
Those
lights.
are they're LEDs, light emitting diodes.
Have the buffalo next to barber shop in Southside, next to the pawn shop.
It could also be Reed's.
See, I think it's. I don't know. There was some
Okay, can you
other guy
can you
with
double
a
check?
white face.
Can you double check the ping location, because it may have said Polito, but okay.
Polito gas station.
Yeah, that's his name.
He is wanted for one kind of first degree murder, one kind of accomplice of first degree murder, and 2 acts of torture.
Okay, here's the thing. It's going to be
He's probably
entire.
in the car.
Well, yes, it's going to be entirely pointless though to push into Polito.
I agree.
And the last time we pursued him and almost caught him was the freeway. I would put large amounts of money on us about to see a speeding vehicle southbound.
Yeah, my Sherbourne Road's a position on Sonora Freeway.
There we go.
We've got a high-speed vehicle coming southbound on Sonora.
I don't know if it
and
took the exit.
The white and kind of like club-looking thing. It's going westbound. We're just gonna see if we can get a plate on this, shall we? The only vehicle we had coming south from Parachute doors from this one.
I'll head up Great Ocean, see if there's anything else.
There.
Where'd it go? Oh, it's full
Still
sending.
got this vehicle going westbound. I don't think it's forward. It's going off-road actually, going southbound towards the Rebel Radio. We don't know.
It did not pull to the right. We're VCB. It went off-road somewhere by the Rebel Radio.
It might be in now.
Any units on Sonora Road / Elgin?
Yeah.
What is on Sonora now? Alright, keep an eye out for it. It was a white and colour like club looking thing.
Yeah, it was very boxy. Think like Sentinel, like the old
that's pretty
Sentinel
cool, yeah.
Classic. Is he on one of those?
Wide body? One of them.
I don't know if it was a wide body.
I think it might have been, yeah.
There's nothing on Great Ocean. That was more than likely him.
A firm, he does own a Sentinel. He's got to be in this area. He had a lot of distance on me because he had speed. I couldn't determine if he was continuing south on the freeway. But I would suspect he's potentially still off-road around here somewhere.
I think he just kept going as fast as he could. He wasn't going to slow down that you catch. Sure.
Yeah, but so certain paths that you take have a bias, right? Like you don't, when you're being pursued, you don't take a 90-degree turn.
That's true, yeah.
But think of this. Well, actually, we're too far. Everyone here who takes this path, almost everyone, goes this way, and they make the right onto Sonora. I look to the right, which is, think of the distance we have here. There was
Go
nobody.
into the racetrack. He might go into the racetrack.
You're right, actually. I didn't even consider that.
He could have just sent it straight over and gone down here.
We're going to clear the Redwood Lights track. I don't know why I didn't consider until Richard brought it up, but possibility that he could be around here.
Route 68 from Great Ocean all the way to Joshua's Code 4.
I would say with like 85% accuracy that was McQuillan. I called out we should see him roughly around now, assuming southbound Sonora, and within 5 seconds we saw that speeding what I believe to be a Sentinel. In the last vehicle, and I believe it has the custom plate on his profile, is a Sentinel. The Sentinel 4, I'm not sure exactly which model that would be.
I believe that's the wide body, or like the Sentinel Classic.
A firm.
Daisy, could we get either you or someone else up in Air 1 scanning for this troll?
Yeah, I'm searching through Baytree Canyon, but I can head towards Mission Row and grab everyone.
Yeah, this guy's wanting to
440's already
double on my
good.
side.
I already went down Bay Tree, couldn't see any sign of him. I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna check the hounds.
Don't go back to the north, honey, because there is areas in here that he could be like hiding in. There's
Yeah, like pulled into. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm gonna check that he's not there.
like directly. I won't give you directions to. Come on this road and then go back east. Go east. In the track. You see this like scaffolding on our right? This like with all the yellow bits. Keep going forward and then left. Go in here because there's a little nook and cranny under to the left that he could have been in, but he's not. Also, it's a very small
Someone
car.
hide
He
a
could be
vehicle
hiding
in
there
here?
by I'm thinking that if he's got a small car, right?
I mean, it's relatively small actually. Just want to see. Oh, good if it's small enough, yeah. I mean, there's also like areas like this right here. Where it could be hiding.
I think he's probably gone by now, but
Probably.
you never know.
I think I've got his vehicle on Mutiny Road, South Arsenal. I think he's just. I think I've got it. Why Sentinel Classic? I can't see the plate at the moment. But...
Hey, firm. Let me get the plate. Hashtag Irish.
That should be Irish. Yeah.
It is like exactly like it's like.
I said hashtag because the MDT puts a hashtag for the plate. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I'm gonna back away for now. Just gonna watch the area.
You say mutiny? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't the raid on?
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, let's get units in a 2-block radius. So hang around like Outer Street, Davison Grove, and then let's get some units down on like Dutch London Street by like Calais, and then we can kind of try and coordinate off.
You guys need 77s?
Probably. We'll just have you on standby in the area where we're better move in.
We're definitely gonna need interceptors for this car, by the way. Maybe getting a few of them on channel would be helpful.
Any interceptions on radio?
Buffalo, but I've got no engine.
The Buffalo should be decent without an engine.
That's pretty good.
I think he's busy, so I will be in Air 1, so you lose me on the ground.
Air 1's on freak. What's
Oh,
happening?
there we go.
Oh, beautiful. King, just a heads up, we might have Sean McQuillan and it's his vehicle parked down on Mutiny Road, so we're getting ready in a 2-block radius.
Yeah. Jump on channel 2, guys. Jump on channel 2.
What's going on channel 2?
What's happening on 2?
Wait.
Oh, okay. Channel 2, go for it.
Alright, we got Daisy and Richard coming to channel 2. They are at Mutiny as well. I thought that was you guys. My bad.
Few more than just them two. We had like a lot of people on this one channel while we
Four
didn't
boys
realize
on
we were
trip.
here.
What's going on?
Want me to break off?
Yeah, let's have.
This was great.
Richard's
You're not
with
here
me.
currently. Break off. How many units do you want, Maeve and Richard?
Like muscle car leaving?
I don't. He's wanted for double homicide, so we need units on standby, really.
6 plus L1, unless we get interference then.
Yeah. Have we got units down on scene already?
Yeah. Already had his vehicle spotted, parked up in the actual like bay across from an explosive tanker. Air 1's landed on a rooftop to the south of the airport.
Is the vehicle parked off of South Arsenal, or is it full on Mutiny, like the full south side?
It's on Mutiny, but it's like in a like a car park. I don't know whose building, if anyone's that is, though. I've got no idea.
Okay, we've got
The
units
entrance is
here.
off South Arsenal.
Yeah, we've got units here, so let's roll in. He's likely not going to be in the car, but let's get it PID'd, make sure it's his car, and then we can start searching the area for him.
Hey, firm. I'm gonna go Mutiny.
We have enough interceptors. Ready to go.
Just 3 and 1 if you're an interceptor at this point.
Wait.
18 interceptor, if needed.
Alright, so it should be
We're
at
off
least
of
3
Mutiny.
ready. 4 plus 01.
White
And roads
Sentinel's
in the
plate is
scout.
not Irish.
Is it a different vehicle? Okay. Who does it come back to?
Michael Chambers.
Let me run there through the system real quick.
Fake plate, question mark?
Could be.
Air One's not going to hover directly over scene. I'm just going to kind of code 6 around in case I see anybody coming towards you.
So on channel 1, after the thing, they saw this car, the white Sentinel, fleeing southbound from the area.
Go get eyes on it, honey. See if you can.
Hey, Firm. So the context here is we saw the bank alert. We immediately pushed northbound Sonora Freeway. I thought to myself, it's useless for me to push all the way north into Paleto. We stood at the 68 overpass. I called out. If that was him, we should see him in like any time now. Within 5 seconds, speeding vehicle took the 68 turnoff. All I have for description is a boxier vehicle, looked like a Sentinel. I was then told he had a Sentinel wide body, and it pushed too quickly westbound on 68 for me to keep up. I did not get a plate, but I would put money on that Sentinel being it.
That's pushed all the way to Paleto. So yeah, that's the that was seen by our group on Battery Canyon too.
Go overlook it,
I would
honey.
say I also saw a male enter the warehouse. Could not get an ID. Like, obviously, it could not get a description. It was literally just a male when I drove past.
We do not have a Michael Chambers, at least in the MPD. So possible fake plate.
Okay, so you see the vehicle off of Mutiny, but the entrance to that area is South Arsenal, which would be in line with that property. Also, are there any windows?
I don't know. Everyone's landing onto the maze bank.
Hey, Firm, I will say I would prefer that nobody go in, considering those explosive containers.
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
I'm gonna back him up.
Is this the entrance right here?
To get the residence number?
Yeah, cool.
Which entrance did you see him go in?
Yeah, what warehouse is it?
It should be... It's straight ahead when you enter, I believe. Hey, Firm, the one you're approaching. But just be careful, because if there's windows along the southern or southeast side, units are going to be exposed. If you're on South Arsenal, if you stay behind the first warehouse, that is the big do not park here, you should not be able to be seen.
Not getting any response from the door right now.
Should somebody go in? Did anybody come out?
N9.
To the unit that saw somebody go in, did you see anybody come out?
Negative. I didn't see it. I just saw someone walk in, and then that was it. I just drove straight past them because I didn't want to give away that I was looking. We were looking. I retreated to Oak Street.
I'm pretty sure I heard someone on radio say that a muscle car had left as well, so he easily could have just gotten in the muscle car and left.
Yeah, it's certainly possible.
Just keep your eyes peeled, because again, if there are windows in that building, they could attempt to get some kind of distraction, like up on the freeway, like opening fire upon us or whatever. So please keep that in mind.
Yeah. There's not a lot we can do because we don't have the vehicle, we don't have a PRD and the man that went inside. I think all we can really do is keep a unit or two down, probably in the scrapyard, keep an eye on this place, see if anybody comes out.
I'm happy to stay.
Okay.
I feel like, personally, I was just talking to Stacey, and I think someone dropping someone on top of the fridge here and just watching if someone leaves in that car. And as soon as someone does, then we get units down here.
But we should have to have PC to put them over and get them identified, but yeah. But, yeah, Maeve, if you can organize the surveillance with King, I want to head down. I'm going to head down to Weezer News and get some surveillance equipment.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
Can we use that equipment?
I don't sure why not.
What are you grabbing?
I was going to grab a camera, and I was also going to grab the listening device not to listen into any phone calls, just to see if there's any phone calls active in the building.
Okay.
Something. It's not illegal. And you know, we're only going to get case law if we push it.
I agree. I think send it. I trust Richard to deploy something like that successfully and responsibly.
If you're looking to get a camera though, you can just use one of the PD cameras that we can use.
It's true.
That is true, yeah. I think PD cameras and then that listening thing would be very helpful, but obviously not to listen to that.
You just pull up behind there.
Yeah, I hate going to the front.
2 from 5. I'm still on top of Maze Bank Arena. Air 1's pulled down, and I'm trying to get an angle on it, but it's kind of a tricky area to get an angle on. There's a lot of trees in the way.
Copy. Right, so we've got Maeve on surveillance. Can I get one unit to call out to be a mobile unit in case the vehicle leaves the scene? Preferably an interceptor if there is one.
424 can be.
Okay, copy. So that's Maeve and Davenport on surveillance in pursuit in case, or I guess to pull it over. Then King, it's up to you if you want to stay there in Air 1. And then who was the unit who saw them going inside there?
440.
Yeah, it was Joseph.
Okay, 440. If you can just stop code 6 in for that muscle car you saw, because you're the one who saw it, you'll be able to call it out.
Oh, I didn't see the muscle car.
The muscle car.
740 saw the muscle car.
Yeah, 740. Stop scanning for that. See if you can find it and get a PID on who that was.
There were some muscle cars that just went down Arsenal right now.
Yeah. Greenwood's now south on Davis, turning into Maze Bank Arena. Oh, north on Davis, disregard. Following a black and color Sentinel,
I did get the plate. It came back to Cali Star.
Any affiliation?
She is a member of Ravens.
There's a Ravens warehouse right there.
Ravens live around here too.
Ah, okay. What group is Sean in again?
Hounds.
Yeah, I've got it.
All right, let's get you PD cameras.
I'm gonna be in my janitor outfit.
The issue with PD cameras is you have to be fucking right there, you know? You have to be in mission road. I don't think we need a camera right now because we've got Maeve there, right? If Maeve leaves, I'll go get a camera.
Okay, just a heads up, we're gonna omit the camera entirely since we have active surveillance there. But should we not, then we'll go down the route of a camera after. If Maeve is left there for any extended period of time, I want a unit watching Maeve so that in the event where they know we're already here, we're good.
Right above Maeve, so she's
Stay firm. Is this close enough?
eyes on the
Go where Maeve is.
warehouse, and I also have eyes on
I don't know where Maeve is.
Just keep going. Go straight and then... Yeah. This should be good. Yeah, this will be fine.
You should be able to jump on that building to our left.
Might have to get a different spot trooper because your presence kind of eliminates the whole purpose of surveillance. I don't think they can see me from up top though. Can they?
So car on South Mutiny.
Do we know who owns that warehouse?
Oh, which one?
The one where we think he went inside there.
Sophie, I believe.
During the court case, it was Sophie. Obviously, it might have changed hands recently. But
I think it's still Sophie. I was looking up stuff about these warehouses yesterday.
I've got no signal activity coming from this area. Oh, yeah, Sophie Sanders. Yeah, there's someone. So she is part of the hound. She's tagged hound, so vehicle did you think it was? 740 that was leaving? Did you get a make and model?
I think it was a tulip. Let me confirm.
Tulips can be very deceiving because, in my opinion, they look like 2 doors, but they're 4, which
Wait,
sucks.
Sophie Sanders owns a tulip. So I think for the group that isn't staying here at South Arsenal, we need to be looking for that tulip right now and trying to get reason to pull it over and identify everybody inside.
I'm in Polito right now where the initial bank monitoring went off.
Where?
The vehicle was a tulip, but is registered to Cali Star. I have the plate.
Oh shit, yeah, you called it out already, sorry. The same traffic though. We need to find that, try and pull it over, identify everybody inside.
Ravens, which is what gang Cali
And there was
Star
this-
they drive two
Oh, it's the chief.
with it's like black.
Hey, Brad.
Rhodes, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Dark.
Hey,
I'm doing
Brad.
good. We do need to get the I want us to get the bonuses paid out today if you want to head over there with me real quick.
Yeah. Honey, I will drop you off so I
Drop me
don't.
off here.
Are we a week behind?
I don't think so.
Let's move this conversation to PD where we got an active manhunt right now.
Okay, all right.
Okay, sorry, Dark.
Randy said, "This your road by 311?" Do you want to use my scout?
No. I'll use mine.
Okay,
I've got all my
alright.
stuff inside.
Do you need anything for your scout? Parts or anything?
No, I'm stage 5 up. Probably
Okay.
an engine. I'm gonna be on the lookout for an engine.
I would probably recommend the 6.5 over the Yote.
I've got
Probably.
expensive though, isn't it? I'll catch up with you in a bit.
I'll park up. I'll go with you.
I'm grabbing
Yeah,
my pick
park
now.
on up. How you doing today, Rhodes? How's things feel? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Back on this too.
I am good.
She just twatted out, so she's probably.
So,
asleep
oh,
by
there was something I wanted to bring up. What was it? Oh, how's Bobby been?
Bobby's been pretty good.
I wonder if he's issued any deaths.
Well, what we'll do
I
is
don't think
I'll
he
hit
has.
the
The
additional
buttons,
requirement.
I'll go in and order some food.
I'm
do it on my
not
own.
sure if he has.
And I'll have a look if there's any
Force
suspicious
command.
masked men in there.
Okay.
We do have a couple units.
There's a
here already,
complaint
Josh.
on me?
Oh yeah. There's a complaint on you. Some guy came in and complained to me about you.
He told me you hired him, and I told him he was fired because I was unaware.
I did not hire
That'll
him.
be Ravens.
Was he wearing sort of like, I don't want to say a mechanic outfit, but like it had the
Yeah,
name
he
tag like a
was.
mechanic? Yeah.
Anybody want anything while I'm here?
Said he
Well-
works over at JR Auto. I said, where's that at?
Oh, well, he was working at the Cali construction site while I was looking for someone dressed as Jason with the machete. Then I go to the hospital with, where the
Anyone
victims
have, like,
are,
rapport with the guy?
and he's there. The machete guy, in addition to this dude. Then he shows he's already at Mission Row waxing someone's car. Claiming he works there. And I said, no, the fuck you don't if I don't know who you are. And told him he
I
was
see
fired.
You're growing a nice little mustache.
Oh yeah, I do this every year. It's no shaver, no nut November, and don't forget, you got to pick and choose your battles. I'm picking a winning one.
Honestly, very true. You do got to pick and choose your battles.
All right.
How's your bank account looking, by the way?
Oh, it's looking good. It's looking
yeah?
good. Now, am I actively utilizing all the money I have? No, but that's because, we gotta save in the event where, something bad happens. Not that I think it's gonna happen.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to us. I mean,
Why'd you say that with a smile on your face?
Nothing bad, Rhodes. Nothing bad's gonna happen.